Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so, even though we were expecting them tomorrow, a bunch of people did actually start posting that last year for Golden Week and the year before with the GT Super Saiyans. The info did actually get posted a little bit after the initial teaser, and that is what has happened. We've just had all of the details drop. Both versions actually tweeted out all the information at the same time. So good job, Global Intern, not being like an hour behind or something crazy. So we're going to go through the units here. We even have the super attack animations. It is all going down. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me know what you think of the units down below in the comment section. But we'll start off with the side banner units. We have a Krillin, first of all, Super STR. So he is going to be a Kamehameha or World Tournament lead. He gets attack and defense 150, additional 100% for both when performing a super. World Tournament allies 2 key and 40% attack and defense. Key 2 and an additional attack and defense 100% and high chance of performing a crit for 4 turns after receiving an attack. Reduces damage received by 20%, an additional damage reduction of 20% before attacking, and then an additional damage reduction of 20% when facing only one enemy. Jeez. Alright, so against one enemy in slot 1 before he attacks, this Krillin has 60% damage reduction. Now, obviously, he gets a lot of extra defense on Super, so it'll be interesting to see how that all adds up. But that's looking pretty good to me. Looks like he could be the slot 1 unit for the Goku, especially with this extra damage reduction before attacking. But even if you want to use him as a floating support unit, because obviously he's going to support the new Goku, because the new Goku will of course be on World Tournament, he's going to still have 40% damage reduction in slot 3, whilst getting this 100% buff on Super. So yeah, he definitely looks like he could be pretty good. And his super attack effect is raise attack for 1 turn, supreme damage, and lowers attack. So it's unfortunate that he doesn't have raised defense on super. So he's looking like a full dodge build support unit character to me, but definitely looking pretty good. Then we have TN, who I'm going to assume, despite being a super unit, is going to be the side banner unit for Piccolo. I feel like it makes more sense for Krillin to be the side banner unit for Goku, right? But I guess we shall see. Worthy Rivals or World Tournament. So yeah, World Tournament getting a lot of buffs, which is what we expected, right? So Key 3, attack and defense 100%. Launches 3 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super. Then he gets an additional attack 100% when performing a super. Additional attack and defense 44% within the same turn with each super attack performed. And notice there is no cap. So on his best turn, you could get 3 additional attacks that would all be supers and then his hidden potential. So he could super 5 times in 1 turn. So he'd be getting an extra attack and defense 44% 5 times, which is wild. And he has a built-in high chance to dodge when there's only 1 enemy. Good lord. So both him and Krillin seem really, really good. What's his super attack effect? Raise attack and defense in 1 turn. Oh my god. So Krillin has the best defense without RNG, because he just has a ton of damage reduction. But this guy, he's getting 44% attack and defense and raising attack and defense for 1 turn on his super with each super. So, oh my god, like, his stats after like a 4 or 5 super turn are actually going to be insane. So yeah, both of these units seem really, really good. And so now let's look at the Piccolo. So he is Extreme Int. And let's see. The Death Match for World Domination, Piccolo Jr. Brackets Giant Form. So he is going to be a Giant Form character. Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, or Giant Form. 3 key 170. We have needed a new Giant Form character for a while. Leader. Plus an additional HP attack and defense 30% for Battle of Fate or World Tournament. So that's interesting, because World Tournament, apart from the new units, is kind of a dead category. There are some good units on there, but Battle of Fate is kind of the interesting one. So Gifted Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, and Giant Form, and then Battle of Fate. So there's going to be quite a few like end of saga bosses that are on either Terrifying Conquerors or Giant Form. So that could be quite interesting to see who's actually on his full 200% lead. So he gets an entrance animation with no restriction, which gives him a high chance of launching an additional super attack for 1 turn. Fair enough. So on turn 1, you have a high chance of launching an additional super. Then he has Key 2, attack and defense 101% for 5 turns from the start of turn. Key 3, attack and defense 150%. Additional attack and defense 20% with each super performed up to 100. Attacks effective against all types when facing only one enemy, so that's good. Medium chance to launch an additional super. So that's separate from the high chance that he gets from his intro animation on turn 1. So on turn 1, even at 55%, he could super 3 times, which is cool. Additional attack and defense 60% within the same turn after receiving an attack. Additional attack and defense 100%, and all enemies attack and defense minus 30 as the first attacker in the turn. Additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super, and high chance of launching an additional super as the second or third attacker. Okay, so he's going to get a bit of extra stats and a chance to launch another super as the second or third. But in slot 1, he's getting the extra 100% attack and defense, and remember, he's getting 60% attack and defense after receiving an attack. So that first attack could be a little bit scary, but after he gets hit by that, like, his stats are going to be quite high. And then, yeah, he has the potential to super multiple times. And what is his super attack effect? Raise attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage. He has an active skill, the Super Explosive Wave, can be activated when HP is 50% or less starting from the 4th turn, or when facing 2 or more enemies once only. Massive raise attack temporarily, mega colossal damage to all enemies, disables an action of every enemy once within the turn. Is he... Actually, how many... Are there any other TURs that do mega colossal damage? And it's mega colossal to all enemies. So because you can use it when there's 2 or more, this means if you use him in the World Tournament, you can use his active skill straight away. And with the animation skip on, he might actually then be the fastest AoE unit for the World Tournament, because you're going to completely skip his active skill animation, and it's just going to cut to everyone on the enemy team taking damage. So I think in theory this now makes him the best World Tournament unit, and of course he has a different name for the STR Piccolo, so you can just run them together. So that's pretty crazy. And then yeah, the super attack was raise attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, and a high chance to stun. And then he has Giant Form, when HP is 60% or less, starting from the 4th turn once only. So it has to be from the 4th turn, but then it's automatic when you're at 60% or less HP. And then he becomes the Giant Piccolo. So his passive, Key 3, so good. Getting extra Key for Giant Form is always good. Attacks effective against all types and a high chance to crit. Okay, that's really good. And then his massively raises attack temporarily, does destructive damage to the enemy. So this guy with a lot of additionals, not only are you going to be getting tons of supers with him in his original form, getting tons of extra stats from each super and all of that, and then when he becomes a Giant Piccolo, you can have the chance to additional super, and all of his attacks have a high chance to crit. So yeah, he seems very, very good. Very strong. A little bit disappointing that he's in, because obviously at 55% he just gets free level 5 dodge. But yeah, he's looking really, really good. Okay. And then this is the Goku. So Goku is super tech. More super tech buffs. We need more super tech units. So super tech, he's Earthbred Fighters, or Warriors Raised on Earth, or Powerful Comeback. So this can make a very interesting team, because obviously Warriors Raised on Earth is an insane category anyway. It's why Yamcha had so much value. And then Powerful Comeback, and then the additional 30% is again Battle of Fate or World Tournament. So I think his leader skill, the 170 part, is obviously really good, and there are quite a few characters on both of those that are on Battle of Fate, but the extra 30%, I don't think his 200% leader skill is the best, but definitely can make a good team. And then activates the entrance animation once, yeah, so no restriction for him. Guards all attacks from 1 turn for the start of the turn. Key 2, attack and defense 101% for 5 turns from the start of the turn. Key 3, and attack and defense 150%. So he guards on the first turn, and then you've got quite a lot of stats on the first turn, well, for the first 5 turns. Additional attack and defense 10% with each attack received up to 100. Attacks effective against all types when facing 1 enemy. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character. High chance of guarding all attacks. So after that first turn, he has a 50% chance to guard. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance, so 70% of becoming a super, for 4 turns when guard is activated. So obviously on turn 1, when he's got guaranteed guard, you're going to be getting this if you put him in slot 1. Additional defense 20% whenever guard is activated up to 100%. Additional attack and defense 150. Launches an additional super and guards all attacks starting from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival skill. Oh, that's interesting. So he has a revival, and this is the first time that we've ever seen a passive like this. An ally's revival. So if you revive with another ally, he obviously can't do his anymore, but then he gets his buff. 150% attack and defense, additional super attack guaranteed, and guaranteed guard. So after anyone on the team revives, he actually becomes like broken. Crazy stats, guaranteed guard, guaranteed additional super. He's building up whenever you guard, like if you weren't getting lucky with the chance to guard in the early turns. He's actually crazy. And then he has a standby skill. So this is something we expected. Global gets the anniversary mechanic early. This is something that we saw coming. There was info in the data download. It's happened many years in the past. So he has a standby. Can be activated when HP is 59% or less, starting from the 6th turn. So it's quite far into the event, which is unfortunate. And then, yeah, he goes into standby for 4 turns. His super attack effect is greatly raise attack for 1 turn. Does immense damage to the enemy and lowers attack. So he doesn't get any defense on super, but with him having the guard and all that build up and stuff, I think that's perfectly fine. And then with him greatly raising attack, like once his passive is fully activated and he's getting like guaranteed additionals and stuff like that, he is going to be putting out insane amounts of damage. Now, I don't think his TUR art is the best. Like we saw the art previously from the teaser video. I guess that's obviously just the SSR art, which is really cool. I mean, this art is cool, but I think the TUR might be slightly better. So let's check out his standby. So, okay, so he's got no super attack. So it's one of those. Right, unable to attack except when the finish effect is activated. All allies key 3 and attack 59%. Warriors raised on Earth allies 50% defense, self-excluded. World Tournament allies 50% defense, self-excluded. Foresees enemy super attacks. Revives with 50% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd once only, plus an additional attack 590% when the finish effect is activated. So he's like a combo of both of the anniversary units, because he can't attack like the Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but he's providing a ton of support and a scouter effect, and then he's got like no stats. So apart from the support he's providing, like if he gets hit, he's just going to get one shot, because he doesn't have any stats in the standby. He has no guard, he has no damage reduction, he's not getting any stats because none of his support is going to himself. So if he takes a hit, he will die, and then you revive, which is kind of the point. But anyone else in the turn dying will trigger it as well. So even if you're keeping him on main rotation, on the turn where you use the standby, I imagine you just put him in slot 2, let the slot 1 unit attack with all of this extra support, and then if, you know, you get bad RNG and the slot 1 unit dies, it doesn't matter, because then you get the revive, or then Goku gets attacked and dies, and then you get the revive. So that's pretty crazy. And then the finishing attack, when his revive is activated, counters with intense power, or super intense power, against the enemy who KO'd the character or an ally attacking in the same turn. So yeah, going to be big damage. Really, really interesting. This Goku actually seems ridiculous. Like, pre-standby, he seems incredibly powerful. And then the standby is basically just he gets one shot, but then revives and does a ton of damage. And obviously, as we saw from looking at his passive, post-revive, he becomes an absolute beast. So, very, very good. Alright. So let's check out the super attack animations. These are for the side banner units, so let's go ahead and check these out here. So Krillin's is a big old Kamehameha. Tien's one is pretty interesting. So he splits into 4, and this is the same like scene that I used for the previous the teaser video, and it seems to be slightly too stretched out. So let's do this. Alright, so let's check out Goku and Piccolo. So this is going to be Piccolo's first. Let me make sure we have the full screen here. Alright, here we go. This is the intro.
I am Demon King Piccolo reborn! I will once again reign as the world's strongest!
Oh yeah, that's the giant transformation that we saw from the teaser. Oh wow. Yeah, that's very cool. Smushed into the corner. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that is a cool giant form super. And that's him de-transforming. Okay, so this is normal super attack. That's it. He looks very evil, like very evil there. Alright, that's sick. And then I'm guessing this is the active.
Just you wait! I still have my final resort!
Oh, this looks so good.
Die!
Die! Yeah, the black and white as well. Oh, it looks so good! And yeah, that's the AoE active, which again, you could use in the World Tournament with the skipper. And then it's just going to be this. Oh, look at that KO screen! Okay, yeah, so Piccolo looks pretty damn good. And let's have a look at Goku. That's actually crazy. Those are those animations. So good, man. Peak quality. Right, Goku time.
Alright, time to go all
Time
out!
to go all out.
Forget about destroying this world! I won't let it happen!
That looks so crisp. Even the the bit where he fires it off, that was super good. Alright, so this is his counter. Well, I say counter, sorry, nullification. Oh yeah, that's cool. And then I'm guessing this is the... Oh, this will be the revival?
Good thing is, you've missed my vital organs.
Oh no, that's going into the standby. I'm guessing this is going to be the revival now, yeah, because this is, he's going to get killed by Piccolo's super attack here. So yeah, that was him going into the standby, and then this is what happens. So you get hit by a super, big old explosion, and then he comes flying out of the KO with the flying headbutt, which does big damage, and then you get the revival. Oh, it's so good. So good. All right, well, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Who is your favorite? I'm definitely leaning towards the Goku being absolutely insane. But I mean, Piccolo is going to be pretty crazy as well, man. These units both look so good. All right, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who do you like more? Are you going all in? This is super hype, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.